Welcome to our channel. My name is Ashish, and in this video we will discussing about the coverings of the penis. So we will see what all the coverings of the each part of the penis, because there are certain coverings which cover only a particular part and not present or exist beyond a particular region. That we will see. We will also see about the tunica albuginea and where it is located. And the most important topic of this video is a transverse section through the body of the penis, because transverse section gives an idea of the location of the different erectile tissue present in the body of the penis. Moreover, how the coverings surround and which layers are present one over the other, we can also get an overview of that. So let us start with the video and have a look on what all structures cover the penis or the different parts of the penis. So there are actually, in broadly I'm telling, there are three coverings. One is the skin, superficial fascia and deep fascia. This you will get to know because these coverings will differ in different books, because it depends upon what part you consider under it. So I am giving just an overview. There is a skin. Now in some books you will find prepuce of the skin as a separate heading. Okay, so we can also discuss it separately, but it comes in the heading of the skin because it is just a modification of the skin. So we have skin, or you can also write separately prepuce of skin. Moreover, we have superficial fascia. There are some more structure that we will be discussing, that is the frenulum of the prepuce or the preputial sac. That all structure we will seeing, but not under this heading. But the major coverings include the skin, or you can separately say the prepuce of the skin and the superficial fascia. Superficial fascia. So what about the deep fascia, whether it is present or not? It is actually present, because the superficial fascia is made up of two layers. So under the heading of the superficial fascia, so in case of superficial fascia, we have two layers, superficial and deep. So this deep layer of the superficial fascia in terms of penis is considered as a deep fascia of the penis or the buccal fascia. So this deep layer of the superficial fascia is called the buccal fascia. Buccal fascia or the deep fascia of the penis. So if somebody asks you whether deep fascia is present in the penis, yes, it is present, but it is actually the deep layer of the superficial fascia, which is also termed as the buccal fascia. Okay. So before proceeding further, if you have not subscribed our channel yet, please click on the subscribe button below and do subscribe our channel. And yes, please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Please do watch till the end, because last diagrams, the two or three diagrams that we will be discussing are very important for understanding of the different layers present in the penis, and moreover the situation or the orientation of the different parts. So do watch till the end. And so let's get started with the first topic, that is the skin. So let's see what all the properties of the skin of the penis, and we'll see then the prepuce, then talk about the superficial fascia. We have some more points like the frenulum, the prepuce, or the diagrams that we'll see. The remarkable property of the skin of the penis is that it is loosely attached to its facial sheath below. So the skin, it is loosely attached to facial sheath. So the skin of the penis is loosely attached to the superficial fascia, or you can say the facial sheath below, which is present below the skin. So if you talk about the extent of the skin, see, skin is present throughout, but it is more prominent in the body part, because after the body part, of talk about the upper part of the neck or the glans penis, it is modified into the prepuce. So it is loosely attached to the facial sheath and is more prominent, or covers the body part. Covers the body part or the body completely. So what about the glans and the neck? Because the upper part of the neck, what happens? The skin gets folded on itself to form a new structure which is called the prepuce of the skin. So it gets folded upon itself. It gets folded upon itself to form the prepuce. That's when the beginning I said prepuce of the skin comes under the heading skin. So coverings consist of broadly two, skin and the superficial fascia, but many books refer the coverings like this because prepuce is present in different region where the skin is getting modified into a different structure. It gets folded upon itself to form the prepuce. So what's so special about the skin of the penis or the skin covering the body of the penis? So the skin is very thin and delicate. So the skin covering the penis is very thin, delicate and often hairless. So these three are the remarkable property of the skin of the covering the body of the penis. So these all things you should know. And one more point, that the skin is getting modified into the prepuce of the skin, which is the next topic of consideration. So before starting the prepuce, just you should look on this another point, that the skin that covers the glands is continuous with the mucous membrane of the urethra. Suppose this is the glands and it has a urethral opening. So this is the opening of the urethra and this is the glands. So the skin that covers the glands is continuous with the mucous membrane of the urethra. I hope it's clear. The skin which covers the glands is continuous with the mucous membrane inside. So the skin covering glands is continuous with the mucous membrane. See the mucous membrane lining the inner part of the urethra or the mucous membrane of urethra. For notes, you can check the description box below and do follow us on Instagram. So that's all about the skin. Now let's move on to the prepuce. So what is the prepuce? Is actually the fold of the skin. So now we are going to discuss the important diagram that I told you in the beginning. So first let us draw the diagram and then look more into deep what is the prepuce, because you will get an orientation of how the different structures are located. So what we are going to draw is to draw a sagittal section through the parts of different parts of the penis. We're drawing a sagittal section. So let's start with the corpus spongiosum. So it gets modified into the glans. Glans has an opening, the external urethral meatus. So this is the which part? This is the corpus spongiosum or cavernous spongiosum, which continues as the glans. And the side, the two cupula get modified into the corpora cavernosa. So on the sides we have the corpora cavernosa, which are nothing, just the modified cruras of the root of the penis. So this body part is covered by the skin. So it is covered by the skin. There are more structures below that we will see through a transverse section in detail, but I am just leaving some space and drawing just the skin. So this is the skin covering on both the sides, actually whole around the body or the other parts, and then it gets folded upon itself to form the prepuce. So this is the prepuce. Same in the upper part of the dorsal part. So this is the dorsal part. So this is the prepuce. This is the skin. This is glans penis. This is the urethral opening or the external urethral meatus. In this labeling or in this diagram, two labelings are missing that I will be drawing when I will be discussing the next topic just after the prepuce. So you can just have a look on this diagram, and there are two missing parts. You can see here is an incomplete structure. I have not joined this line. And one more point is there to tell you. So just watch till the end and you can get a whole orientation of this diagram. So prepuce is attached to this neck portion. So it is attached to neck of penis, and is nothing, just the fold of skin. So you can write in under this heading also, it is nothing but the skin of the body of the penis get folded upon itself to form the prepuce. So it is fold of skin which covers glans for a variable extent. What do you mean by the variable extent? The word variable extent means the covering of the glans, that is the prepuce, is. Next point to discuss under the heading of the prepuce is the preputal sac. So by the name you can guess it is something related to prepuce. So what is it actually? So let's complete the labeling of the diagram and then you will have understanding. The space you are seeing here between the prepuce and the glans is nothing, just the preputal sac. So it is just a potential space. What do you mean by the potential space? Suppose these are the two layers of the balloon and it has this. So balloons are nearly collapsed when it is not inflated. As soon as you start filling air, there is a space created in between them. So initially there was no space, but it has a capacity to expand and create a potential space in between them. So preputal sac is something like that. It is actually a potential space. I hope the word potential space is very clear. The space is actually not present, but it has a capacity to expand and create a space in between them. Next one is the frenulum of prepuce. So what is frenulum? Frenulum is nothing, just a medial fold of skin. So the skin, the prepuce or the upper part or the dorsal part get attached directly to the neck, but in the lower part of the ventral part it shows a medial fold like this. This is called the frenulum. What's so special about the frenulum? It is highly sensitive point. So it is highly sensitive and is nothing, just the medial fold of the skin. It is medial fold of skin. So what's remaining is to discuss about the superficial fascia, and stula, that is the superficial and deep, and one clinical that is called the smegma.